Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry that I haven't been doing some videos. I was very busy with personal projects on Thursday and Friday, and so here we are today, and today is Sunday, and I'm doing a psychic reading on the governor of New York, who is Coumo? Andrew Coumo. I think it's Coumo. Let's see. I'm so bad at pronouncing names, so I apologize if I butchered it. Let's see here. See. It is, I wish I had like a pronunciation. Yeah, it's like Kumo or Kumu. Andrew Kumu. Okay. So, for those of you that don't know who he is the governor of New York. He is a politician, an author, a lawyer, serving as the 56th governor of New York since 2011. He is a member of the Democratic Party. He was elected to this position, to the same position his father, Mario Cuomo, held for 3 terms, which is, for me, that sounds very convenient. He served as the chair of the National Governors Association since August 2020. So I don't know, but I know that New York was a very big hotspot during the coronavirus. There was a lot of stuff that went on, and he handled it by, quarantining and restricting a lot of, businesses from opening, etc. So I don't know anything about him other than he's the governor. I've seen his face plastered through the news articles and things. Whether I like this person or not, that's my own opinions, and I'm going to leave it to the side and give you the unbiased tea. Of course, some people I'm never going to make happy. There's going to be people, that are not going to like this reading, but I'm going to be using the Urban Tarot cards, and just giving you also my own insights that I get from him. And I'm looking at a photo of him on my computer screen. Actually, I'm filming this from my computer as well. So, the energy that I get from him, it's very not nice person, right? Like, I feel like he's in a high position, but he has to be kind of like hard, on people. Hard. The energy is very much like a very hardened soul, or not like, the way I'm trying to describe is like he's rough around the edges, but very cut and dry, kind of business mentality. But I also feel like, he's done things along the way as well to get to where he is right now. And of course, being the son of, somebody else that was, a politician, or was in, in this kind of world, it kind of helped him in some way as well. So, when I look at him as well, I feel like he is going through some kind of health issues. I'm not a doctor. This is no means a diagnosis either, but it's what I get from spirit. And I feel like, he is going through some health issues eventually. I don't know if there have been, like, when I look at him, like some heart issues, but if he does drink, this is something that he should definitely avoid, like any drinking, any smoking, or being exposed to secondhand smoking. Those are things that he definitely needs to, and cut the red meat, honey. It's just, these are the insights that I get for Kumu, and I hope I'm saying it right. Cuomo. Is it Cuomo? I don't know. Throughout this, y'all are going to probably make fun of me, and that is okay. I'm just looking at the pronunciation again. It's Coumo, right? Coumo. I'm just going to call him Andrew, okay? Just do Andrew, because otherwise I'm going to keep getting this mixed up and wrong. During it, during his governorship, he's oversaw the passage of the 2011 Marriage Equality Act, introducing same-sex marriage into New York, and the 2014 Compassionate Care Act, legalizing medical marijuana. Okay, so we're going to get into it and see what else I see for him. But health-wise, he's going to have some issues. I feel he's very stubborn. He doesn't like medicine. He doesn't like doctors. He doesn't take good care of himself. I do feel like he eats very fine foods, very rich, fatty foods, and also is someone that just, stays up. There's a lot of stress. And that's what I'm getting at, is there's a lot of stress behind him, regardless of who he is, and what party he stands for. There's just so much stress that he's holding on to, and a lot of his time has been wasted defending his political stance and the current administration. So, I just feel like, he is biased, obviously, for who he's going for, and what the narrative that he's tried to spin for the people of New York. Even though I know a lot of people in New York, my New York peeps out there, don't take this personally, but I know that a lot of you see him as kind of like an idol, or, somebody that y'all look up to. But again, I see something entirely different. So, yeah, he's not a nice person. It reminds me much like of Nancy Pelosi when it comes to his energy. It's kind of blah. And that's just the tea. That is just the tea. It's the way it is. And I do feel like he's hurt people along the way to get to where he is. Lies, corruption, favoritism, definitely a lot of favoritism. And I feel like he's kind of been more of a voice of someone else, kind of other people that he may be in contact with, other parts of his offices there in the government, people that really call the shots. I feel like he takes credit for a lot of the decisions and things that he's had to execute as a governor, but really and truly all of this comes from other people within his team, right, that that help him make these decisions. So what I get is like a lot of influence. What I'm getting here is the Rock Star card. That's the Knight of Wands. So the Rockstar card tells me he has a lot of celebrity influence. He's viewed to the eyes of the public as a celebrity. So there is a lot of kind of affiliation. He knows celebs endorse him. He is kind of put on a pedestal, and it's almost like he is untouchable in so many ways because, again, of things that he's done. But there are going to be some things that come out in the next couple of years about him. These are going to be legal scandals, things regarding money and where money was going, and other parties that he was affiliated with. There are skeletons that he's holding on to, things that I cannot discuss here on my channel, and they're none of my business, and they are going to come out. Then we got the Princess of Wands, the Dancer, which is a very provocative card. So a lot of sexual energy, because this is like the Wands is like the communication. It's about, creativity. It's also about like, it can have a sexual kind of energy to it. And the Princess of Wands would be someone much younger than him that he could be interested in. And I know that if I'm not mistaken, he is a married man, I believe. So I'm trying to see here. Is he married? Yeah, no, he's divorced. Okay, Carrie Kennedy was his spouse, so he's divorced. So I don't know, but there is somebody that he is interested in, and it's not somebody current that I'm getting, but there is somebody current in his life that he would be associated with that is younger than him, and I mean way younger, like really young. So when I say that, I mean kind of like, I want to say she's in her 20s or 30s, but she's really, really young. So, let's see here. Interesting. He was in a relationship with Sandra Lee. And I used to like Sandra Lee when she was on the Food Network. Okay, so, yeah, there's somebody that he's very focused on, but he's playing with fire, just like we saw with the Dancer. This person that he is in a relationship with that is young, I feel like, again, there's going to be some scandals around his love life, things that are going to come out to the light. The Princess of Cups, again, the costume designer, somebody that works hard, for her own money, has her own career. But again, I don't know if this is an actress or somebody in the entertainment world. But it's funny because when I'm doing this reading, there's just so much focus on entertainment world, endorsing him, in supporting him, and people that are, that have positions of power that actually know other celebrities. Then we have the Prince of Discs, the day trader. Again, when we think of like the stock market and stuff, he kind of has some control over all of that. When it comes to the people that he knows, business decisions and stuff, where his investments have come. The Ace of Cups, thus far he's had a lot of praise, a lot of recognition. He has come full circle and really has accomplished a lot, regardless of how I personally feel about him. I have to put that aside again. He has done a lot for the state of New York. But then again, there's going to be some people that will look at this and probably say he hasn't, or that, he only has done what he's been, told to do, or what he's learned. But the Science card comes up, the Six of Swords. So that is it says science here, which you see a heart with a serpent, right? And again, this tarot is a little, different than other tarot cards, which I like them. For me, that's like a pierced heart, somebody that's targeted. So he is being targeted by, he has enemies. He's created enemies. He is being targeted by other politicians, other people that want to take him down. The Queen of Wands is the public defender. Again, it's very interesting. So I don't know if he's involved currently in a legal battle, or he is going to be, like I said, scandals and things that coming out where he's going to need a public defender. But there's definitely somebody that is going to be representing him. Again, feeling like this is all going back to like the government itself of New York's, what he's done with the money that has been allocated for the state. How much help is he giving to the poor, right? The public is being told one thing by the media or by his press conferences, because I've seen him do press conferences and stuff like that. I haven't really listened to them, but I've seen him on TV. So again, there's what I hear Spirit saying, there's a disconnection between what he has said and versus what he's done, and then versus what is really going on the background, behind the scenes. And then we get here the High Priestess. So definitely some intuition here. There is someone that is very intuitive. I would say, he is intuitive himself, but I feel like this is not representing him. This is representing a female in his life that is very intuitive. And it would be someone, it could be like, I want to say like somebody close to him in his family. I want to say it's like somebody in his family, quite to be quite honest. And the reason that I'm saying that is because of the fact that the next card here is the Queen of Cups, the therapist. So it could be that he is, seeing someone that is like a therapist, someone that is giving him kind of like, she's intuitive, but she's also very spiritual / therapist. She mixes her professional, degree of psychology, whatever, with aspects of spirituality, and not even knowing that she's doing that when she's helping him. But again, I feel like there's something dark about him, things that he's done, decisions that he's done, and it feels like he doesn't have a foot. And that's the way it comes through when I talk about a footing, like a solid stance in a position, even though it seems from the outside that he would. Then we have peace here, peace. So I feel like, people find his energy to be kind of peaceful. Some people don't. People, again, see him as a hero, for what he's done throughout, his well, I'm not going to say administration, but throughout his tenure as a governor, right, of New York. The Gourmet Chef represents, again, for me, this is the Knight of Discs, which would be the Knight of Pentacles. It represents the lifestyle that he lives, the Italian, like this is an Italian guy, right? And so again, I don't know if he has like restaurants that he owns or like family, close friends in a particular place but he has invested he has given money to help other people, so that's a good thing about him. That's something that I do like about him. I feel like that's one of his positive traits, which is to help other people, help the people within his city or where he grew up in, kind of giving back to the community in some way. Even though he is a governor, he tries to kind of still remember his roots in some way. Even though he may have come from a family of privilege, I'm not for certain on that. But again, I'm not going to sit here and speculate. But it's kind of like the lifestyle that he's used to is what I kind of feel. The Knight of Cups is the seducer. Again, remember that female, that young female? Again, Spirit is talking about that he is that kind of charming Casanova. He's that Italian stallion that people kind of, some women have crushes. Let's just, those housewives of New York City have crushes on Andrew. They find him very attractive. They wish, women have thrown themselves at him. They feel like, he could be that guy. There's women out there that I feel like he has maybe played with their emotions on some level. And again, this is all allegedly. These are my own commentaries and stuff. I'm not saying for sure this is factual. But from a spiritual level, I kind of feel like, he has led certain people on, certain women. And it's crazy, because I feel like a lot of this is karma and it's going to come back sooner or later. Whoever's heart he has broken, whoever he's played with, luxury. This is the kind of lifestyle that he's the Four of Cups. That's what I see. It's like, he is so used to luxury. It's almost like becoming kind of lazy in your own way, kind of like the darker aspects of having money. Is like, you've forgotten at times, that you need to work, and it's almost like a chore for him to go in at certain times and work. The Queen of Swords is the painter, someone that's very creative. This is one of his children. I don't know. I believe he has one child, at least, that's female, maybe two. I don't know. But there is someone that is in his family that's very creative. And I feel like she's going through some personal changes herself with whatever Spirit is showing here. We have here the Aeon, which is, again, memorial. New York City, before he gets up, his position as governor, there is going to be some kind of focus, specifically in November of 2020. This November, after the election, something is going to happen in New York. I don't know what this is, but Spirit presents it as like, I've seen visions of it, and I've spoken about it on my Patreon. I won't go too much into here. If you want to know, you can join my Patreon. But I do see some uproar and some really catastrophic things happening. Potentially, again, this is all allegedly, but from Spirit, in New York City, because people are going to go crazy after November election. And then, again, we see, it's funny because I see the memorial, like 9/11, that's happened. I'm not saying that that's going to happen again. But I see that, and then I see the towers, right? Like a building and a crane. It's almost like the work. So people are having to build again, or they're going to have to repair the city. Again, chaos, riots, things like that could happen potentially in New York City after November. So it's very, very interesting. But he is not going to have a very peaceful, even though he's had it up till now. He's going to be put on the hot seat. There's going to be a lot more speculation on him, a lot more eyes on him, and a lot more things coming out on Andrew. So that was my reading on, what is his name? Andrew Mark Coumo. I'm sorry. No shade. I cannot pronunciate certain names, and his is like one that's kind of difficult for me. So anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell icon. Make sure it's tuned to all. And also don't forget to join my Patreon. And then again, either at the middle of this month of August, which will be probably like the 15th, or if not, the 31st, I will be resuming psychic readings, on my actual page, my website. So right now I'm just offering emergency readings, but those are like as needed basis for people who just can't wait. But again, I'll be resuming taking on new clients and new reading requests, probably either on the 15th or the 31st. So if you're not subscribed to my website, go to my website. It's www.raymondguzman.net, and then go to the homepage, scroll all the way down, and you'll see where you can be put on my waiting list or subscribe to my website. Basically, you enter your name and a valid email address, and you will be notified by email once I start resuming back to taking new clients and new reading requests. So if you already have joined, then you will be the first to be notified. Again, big hugs and big angel blessings to all of you out there. Thank you so much for being here on my channel, and have a great week ahead. Bye.